For not welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channels. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Maybe I'm trying to figure out what dates to go into DesignerCon. Because some people are going to Disney on that Thursday, and then some people are going to Disney on that Monday. So DesignerCon is the just letting everyone know the situation. DesignerCon is on November 18th, which is the VIP. It is the 19th and 20th. But some people are taking the 17th and they're going to Disneyland that day. And some people are taking the 21st and they're going to Disneyland that day. And I have lunch with David on the 17th, and I don't know, maybe I could go to the DCon afterwards. Maybe I could go to the Disney after lunch with David. I don't know what time lunch with David's going to be. And I might be flying in that day, but I feel like I should just fly in on Wednesday. Okay. I might be able to do that. Understand. And then I was going to leave, Tabs is leaving on Sunday. I was going to leave on Sunday. But if people are going to go to Disneyland on Monday and I can't go to Disneyland on Thursday, then, let's say lunch is at 1 and then lunch goes, let's say, till 3. And I don't know, unless David wants to go to, Disneyland afterwards and we can all go together, that'd be pretty great. I'll have to see. But anyway, we're going to get to some OMI news right now. We're going to take a look at the price and see how it did against Bitcoin and Ethereum. And then we'll get some more news, like I said in the title. I'll take some questions, and we're just going to have a gay old time like the Flintstones. We'll have a gay old time. And so, we're actually up 0.9% today, so that's pretty good. So we'll compare that against the price of Ethereum. Ethereum was down 1.46% today, and then if we take a look at the price of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's probably down as well, down 0.74. So we have outperformed Ethereum and Bitcoin today. Obviously, the markets were closed today because of the holiday. Did they change it from Columbus Day to, I don't know what that's called, Indigenous Peoples Day? I think they might have changed it. Either way, we did outperform the S&P futures, the Dow futures, and the NASDAQ futures. S&P futures are down 0.08, Dow futures down 0.1, and the NASDAQ futures are down 0.03%. If we really want to go and take a look at the Russell 2000 futures, it's down 0.05, and crude oil is down 0.54. So we're outperforming everything across the board. So I'm pretty excited about that. Sorry, I just saw S4 NJ1, Sanji's thing there. I disregard. So that's really good. Going over to the, oh God, where is it? Dude, look at this Comic-Con. The Prince of all Saiyans. Get it? Because he's a prince and he's a Saiyan, so he's the Prince of all Saiyans. How awesome is that? Going off of these, Target rumors, I really just think that until there is something concrete, I am not going to believe that we have an official partnership yet. I feel like they would have announced that. That being said, Hello K just posted on Twitter saying, hearing from sources that Veve does indeed have an exclusive deal with Target in the US? ? For what exactly? I don't know. I'm going to wait to see it be official when it is official. I don't know if that's a troll because he put a laughing thing after that and he answered it like a question. Like, hearing from sources that Veve does indeed have an exclusive deal with Target in the US? ? Like, how do you go and read that? For what exactly? I don't know. I'm going to wait and see it be official when it is official. I would just take that with a giant grain of salt. Same thing like that woman, Sharon Weissman. Somebody posted on the Facebook saying, did Veve mention partnering with Target? And Sharon said, not directly. Veve has an agreement with Marvel. Marvel Studios has an exclusive agreement with Target. And that's pretty much like, that's where she got it from. So I don't know this chick from a hole in the wall. I don't think she answered my DM. So, Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, hang on. Yes. Thank you so much. All right, I guess I'm going to be flying in on that Wednesday. Let's get this bread. I love this game. Yeah. Um, I keep. Why are so many people sleeping with white noise on? I'm not like mad. I'm just interested. I'm interested in why there's so what happened that society now needs white noise. Now I've heard of people doing that before, but now I think two people doing that instead. Anyway, moving on here. Some more stuff that happened with some whales. I know I'm gonna go through this. Promo code purchase. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, so Veve will be going offline tonight for about 3 hours from 1:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then they say 3 hours. It might be 4 or 5 or 6, whatever. We'll see. Hopefully it's search bar. We're not 100% sure. News from a buddy of mine saying that he had an old friend over for dinner, covering a 2.5 year gap since hanging out. NFTs came up. He didn't understand the concept practically, so he showed him Veve and threw a unicorno on the dinner table. And his daughters lit up and smiled at him. All three at once said, Toki doki! It turns out they own the physicals. They were amazed by the AR aspects. And I get this, was his response. So again, like Doctor Strange, who I had the pleasure of meeting this weekend at New York Comic Con, I interviewed him or he interviewed me. I forget how it went down, but like X amount of months ago or a year ago, I said, how'd you get into it? And he said that, he had downloaded the Veve app, didn't know that there was an AR function, just knew that it was, digital collectibles. So he went to his kids and he said, hey, each of you pick one, and that's going to be your toy, your collectible that you have. So they did, and his kids. Well, I'll tell that in a minute. So he gave him the phones, like, yo, you can look at them, you can play with them, because you could mess with the size, whatever. And again, he didn't know he had the AR function. So after like a couple hours, he's like, damn, where's my phone at? He was, I guess, it was on his tablet or something, whatever he was doing. And he sees the kids in the backyard, like, what are they doing? Because they were going like this because they had the AR function, and he's like, oh, you could do this? He didn't know that. And be advised, he's a big video game guy like me. So his kids have access to like Super Nintendo, N64, Wii, Sony Play, all of that stuff. So for them to not play that stuff and to play with the AR function of this, and that in conjunction with the story I just read, the next generation gets it. They get it right away. This isn't even a hard call. Like, message that to all the whales. Like kids know. So speaking of whales, Mr. MC1 had made a post. I don't know if I still have it on Twitter. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I do. Do it on their own marketplace. Or it doesn't matter. Yeah. Mr. MC1 made a post. Says, "Hi DC Comics. I'm ready to buy 2,000 plus digital DC Comics on Veve Official, like my high six-figure 2,000 plus Marvel collection. Happy to pay $18,000 for Action Comics #1, like I did with Amazing Fantasy 15 for $13,000, or $13,000 for 2 MC1 big comic whales on Veve, waiting for DC. I'm only number 38 on Veve," and then he shows his 2,000 comics and his 800 collectibles. And how many Marvel Comics #1 does he have? 485 of those, and only 20 are in the market. Absolutely insane. Like, that's what So he's got a lot. If I go back to more and show you, he says that, can you please share, talking to Matt Mason, can you please share a perspective? Would love to hear more as a huge Batman fan with a large collection of physical and digital, black and white on Veve, and zero DC Comics for a six-figure collection of vintage digital Marvel comics. As a I might snore as well, so come pick up. Be prepared to toss or throw objects at me. Okay, moving on here. Where we at? So if we continue on, we're going to go and see. Nope, that was that. If you look at the average price of the last 10 days of the fire, no, I'm sorry, the water element. I'll bring it up on here real quick. Actually, I might not even be able to because those Zillas are very scarce. I don't even think I'll be able to see it on the market unless I go to drops. I think that was over the last couple months. Oh yeah, the TNES. Okay, the water element is a secret rare. There's 13 for sale. The cheapest is 1900. And if you take a look at the last 10 sales, they're at 2055, 1999, 1849, 1799. It goes on and on. The highest being 2450, which were sold twice, number 56 and 106. So there seems to be really no difference between a sub 100 and a normal. Yeah, I mean, most of these are sub 100. So number 94. Number 48 you can get for 2100. That's not bad. Number 42 for 3200. Wow, number 42. And again, I have no idea what these Illazillas are. They are, yeah, again, I have no idea really what they are. But it is something that a lot of people, like, there's so few of them. There's 111 of them. And, going as opposed to, let's say, the Fire, which is, the common version, there's still only 44 of those on the market. And they're going for $53. Claire Russell's Griffin has one, number 339 for $69. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. Well, I'll go and I'll give you the whale. What I've been. Nope, that's the wrong whale. Let's see here. Let's go since August. August 28th, they said, anything you'd like to purchase? It's my hope that the market will start moving in a more positive direction. The ability to buy gems of crypto. Purchase a sub 100 Superman for $3,000. Debating about grabbing either the partner statue or Superman Secret Rare. Sub 100 thing. Or continue stacking something. I don't really own many comics. So I happen to let this guy know there's a list of things in season 1 I see as undervalued. This was back in August, so prices may have changed. Some of these are definitely not available. Dragon Girl Ultra Rare number 95, $1,000. The Krypton set, Mothman number 94, $129. It's the only sub 100 listed. Twilight Mothman number 85 and number 99. Cosmic Cthulhu number 94. Number 85 was $99. Cosmic Cthulhu number 94 was $200. DeLorean Common number 46 was $299. And then we got Nightwing number 44 was $1,400. Also number 92 for $1,100. The Donnie number 85 was $40K. I don't know if there's let's see, do I have any? I'm pretty sure I don't have a Donnie, but I mean I might have one in the Powerpuff Girls set. Oh, I don't. Let me go into the store. Let me go into the brands. Let me look at the Cartoon Network here. We really need to make more out of this Cartoon Network. But the Donnie, there's 5 for sale, and it's Wet Wizard number 85, $20,000. That is, I think that's very good, in my opinion, considering he was like over 100 at one point. I actually feel like this is properly valued because the next cheapest one is 34K. And then Finn from Adventure Time Series 1, number 97 for $150. And again, that was back in August. Told him nice grab on Superman. And he basically said he bought all of those at that moment. So he's saying, I still like sub 100 for some reason. Seems things become mainstream. He didn't stack any of the Disney posters. Surprised with sub 100 prices being so low. I said the comic numbers are hard to gauge. Low mint ones are nice. So are the ones that are special mints, 420, 1234, 7777, etc. Sub 100s for season 1s are really, really scarce. I said, would you scoop up any of the other Disney stuff? We're also saving for Donnie. I told him I thought the lenticular cards are a coin flip, even though I'm so bullish on them. I said, I'm bullish on them because it's the first time we see the Fab Five together. 3 different pictures with one card. They spin. They first appearance music, and will be cool for houses in the Veveverse. But they did craft super hard, so I'm unsure how the public will like them. I think the Disney villains are cool too. They're all under retail. I think even Jafar's under retail. The Golden Moments are great. He said, are you still bullish on Omi? I was like, yes, of course, 100%. He said, would you dollar cost average? I said 100,000% would dollar cost average. Told him to get some Feesh. He minted some Feesh. Omi, sub 100s. Yep. And then I said, if you had an extra $260, you can complete the set. Those are the posters. But then I said the Marvel Now point ones. These, I have 69 of the commons. I know people that have hundreds and like literally hundreds of copies. Some even have 1,000, like in total. Um, and then today I said lightsabers because the part I had a conversation with Dan at some point. I forget when, and he's like, "Yeah, lightsabers like one of the most sold things in the world. When we have 1 million people on here, you really think 20,000 is going to be enough?" I was like, "Yeah, you're right. Um, so yeah, so I'm pretty bullish on the lightsabers as well. And that is the rest of the whale news. There was K, there was this, there was that. Okay, yep, all right, we're good. So I'm gonna go and find by me. Okay, cool beans. Gonna get to everyone's comments here. We have Wes saying, "Nice, loving these 2-day streams, Randy." Why, thank you, Wes. There's just a lot of content. The stuff that I had, and this is, I really don't understand why people. I mean, I kind of get it. People are like, oh, when a lot of things crashed, people are like, oh, I don't want to be talking about Veve now. All the stuff is crashing. Omi's crashing. Okay, well, there's still content to cover. Like you owe it to everyone that's out there that doesn't really have Twitter or Discord or whatever, to be able to cover everything. So and there are some days where just a quick 12-minute video does the trick. But for the most part, there's news every day. So I had like hour and a half stream this morning, just because there's a lot to cover and answering questions, and same thing right now. I just spoke for 16 minutes. So I mean, and that's after speaking for an hour and a half this morning. So there's obviously a lot to do. There's a lot to go over. I didn't make it to the gym today, so this is my punishment. I could have just made another quick video, but I got to stream because I not only did I not go to the gym, I did run this morning, but I had a cinnamon bun. I don't know. My friends made these like cinnamon rolls, and they were great. Like I could have ate like 3 of those. 300 calories for one. I had like 1 1/4. But yeah, I also had some eggs and some of that leftover chicken. Really not that good. I had a protein shake this morning. Anyway. All chat gamers says straight fire. Commas and zeros says hashtag Randonite. What up? Jim Fernando says howdy. Hope everyone is doing well. I think we are doing well. I mean, it's a good day. It's a good day. I played some Polytopia. Got back to like 1 million messages. I'm so sorry. I fell off on messages during Comic-Con. It was wild. So I was like, normally I'm just a couple days behind. Then it was like 6 days behind. But got back to a lot of messages today. Jayco says, hey, what up, Jayco? How you doing, fam? Bill Gardner says, real OG putting in some time today. Yeah, you gotta. Wait, who be trolling? I keep getting messages every now and then, and I see them up at the top of my thing. Yeah, it's trolling. Okay, search bar would be fantastic. Lord of the Realm says, Randy, you're a legend. Why? Thank you, Lord of the Realm. I don't know if I deserve legend status yet. Maybe like a top tier banana or something. I don't know. Lord says, have you looked into Virtua? Their Cardano Island's looking really good. Yeah, I was supposed to actually do a video for them for like a medium plot of land. And it just never like got off the ground. I didn't exactly have a script. There was a couple things that I was gonna say about them. Maybe I'll still do that at some point if they want. Just because it good to diversify, I guess. We'll see that when that comes to it. Darth Chaos says, hello there. Oh, General Darth Chaos. All chat gamers says straight fire. Vivi only says, hello, Randy and Daphne. Mr. Planet Prop says, let's freaking go. Mr. Planet Prop says, hey fam, hey Randy, what up everybody? I love how we can all get together like this every night, every day. Can't wait for the 69-hour stream. I'm already trying to think of what to do for the next one after that. I don't know. I also don't want my friends to be like, hey, Chavez, you've been streaming for like 3 days and we're trying to sleep. Like I'm really trying to figure, because if I try to stream in the basement, it kind of doesn't really work. So We'll see. BB Darkling says, Decon. Dude, I can't wait to hang with everybody. I guess I'll be heading there on Wednesday. Medically would still take. Yeah, I would 100%. I guess I'll be there for multiple nights. I still might leave on Sunday though. I don't know. We got Esperanza with hello Dashi. Oh, and I guess Randy too. Matt Johnson says, Randy, what up, brother? Yo, what up, Matt Johnson? How you doing, fam? Sonny says, Randy, I'm now at 151 million owe me. Mine is 144 million, but you still have 7 million, which is really, really great. Like I said, end of December, I'll probably get some more. Gonna get to that 150 mark. Gonna get there. Although I actually might have less than 145.5 because I still have a decent amount of my OMI on GoChain. Like a good 20 million OMI on GoChain. So I think if you go and you might have to pay a little bit like fee or gas fees, whatever. So it might take a couple $100 to move that much. I don't know. I mean the gas fee won't be for GoChain because I have Go token and it costs like nothing. But it would be to move it like when you bridge it or something. You know, we'll see. Miss Pine Props says, smash that thumbs up. Smash it. Matt John says, I have a little over 3 million OMI. Still trying to stack and get that bread, dude. Good. Good for you, mate. Not financial advice, but that's very, very good. Very, very happy for you. Sanji says, got him off script. Look at me. You did. You got me off of the rhythm that I had. Yeah, I guess the next big thing to focus on is well, I guess for me, the next big thing to focus is a 69-hour stream. Having more people on my streams and stuff. I got the Black Adam premiere on Wednesday. I got invited to that, so that'll be cool. And I'll go. Oh, that's another thing I really wanted to talk about, which probably could be its own video. There was this person, I don't even know what they're called. It's got to be on one of my mentions or one of my nailed it. No. Here's a different. Okay, so when we're talking about Veve and Omi, somebody was talking about bat cows, and we'll go into bed for this. Ugh. And they were saying, oh, if you and Foster got invited to the bat cow, or if you got invited to Black Adam because of a Veve NFT, you guys wouldn't shut up about it. And I thought about it. I was like, well, I would put it in a video. I would totally go and say hey, this NFT happened to get us into a movie, for free. But like I did for if you have a secret rare storm, you can go and hang out with me, and I'll pay your ticket for a movie and when Black Panther 2 comes out. And so I've kind of already done that. I wasn't like, oh guys, go, it's gonna be crazy. But why I mean, I've also mentioned in Jurassic Park, we've kind of had something like that already. Yeah, you go see a Jurassic Park movie, but you get a free NFT. I mean, you're kind of, you had to pay for the NFT. The only difference is that the Bat Cows, you had to pay $300 and you get to see a free movie. For the Veve Jurassic Park thing, you have to pay maybe 20 something dollars for the movie, but then you get a free NFT. So I feel like the better deal was probably on the Jurassic Park thing. Now, granted, the Bat Cow retailed at 300 if you bought it. And I think the low is like 420 now. Everyone please it. So your investment definitely went up. And you can go and it is the premiere, like the world premiere in New York, and you might get a chance to meet The Rock. So the utility is arguably a little bit better because the NFT went up. You couldn't sell the movie, you couldn't sell the ticket, but you could sell the NFT. I don't know how much that Jurassic Park NFT went for. I don't know, like $20 maybe. Maybe you saw it for free. So arguably the utility for the Bat Cow was better for that. Which is great, and that's not the only thing that happened. You could get, I think, like a free comic, you have voting rights, see where the story goes, whatever. But if part of my discussion with that gentleman was saying, hey, take a look at, why I would want DC comics, like Action Comics #1 and all the greats on Veve is because one, it's easier for me. It's easier for the masses that maybe aren't familiar with Palm, maybe that they aren't familiar with blockchain or crypto or whatever in general, and maybe they just don't know how to do it. There is a barrier to entry there. For Veve, not that big a barrier to entry. Maybe KYC is a little bit, but most everything's going to have to go through that anyway, which is why there was a lot of people at New York Comic Con which were very, very, I don't want to say um, I don't want to say they were anti, what's that called? OpenSea, but they said that, hey, if we go and everyone has to KYC, do you think OpenSea is really going to be that popular when everyone has to KYC on it? Might collapse. Who knows? Um, but yeah, like I would much rather have DC Comics on Veve than just some other random company going in and trying to get into NFTs, because Veve specializes in NFTs. They specialize in digital collectibles. They specialize in mints. They specialize in the pricing for it. DC, although a fantastic comic book titan, they don't really know too much about. I mean, they're trying, and I would say they know more than the average company that doesn't know anything about NFTs, because they're in Palm, they're in Veve, they're in. They have Bat Cows, they have Hero, so there's a bunch of stuff that they're doing, but no one is as successful as Veve. I would say it's very similar to Tesla and, let's say, Ford. Yeah, Ford might have the best selling pickup truck, but they're also like how many tens or hundreds of billions in debt. And when you try to go into the electric vehicle field that Tesla's been working on for 12 years, you're just going to be behind. And it would be much more beneficial to DC to do it with Veve, because they're going to have a lot of things are already built in. You already have the infrastructure built in. You have the audience built in, which is the most important part. You have all these things built in outside of, hey, let's pay these developers to try to do something, and coin flip whether they're good or not. And like, let's say they're contracted out. If the developers they hire are contracted out, all they have to do is build something, take their money, and they walk away. When stuff has to get fixed, you have to hire new people to either build on top of the broken stuff that's broken, or they have to like tear stuff down and rebuild it. I'm so bullish on Veve just because of what they've done already and everything being built in. Not as bullish on another company trying to set up their own infrastructure, just because of that. Anyhow, moving on to some more comments here. Ooh, head rush. Doge Nation says Randy equals GOAT. What up, Doge Nation? I hope you're doing well. I hope the Doge is treating you all right. And we got moving on here. Sanjay says, yes, read my comment on Hello K's tweet. What was your comment on Hello K's tweet? I don't even know. Let's see if we can try to find his tweet. Surprise cat. So Sanjay says, I have done detailed research and have concluded the source. Trust me, bro, is the source. Hiccups. That was good. That was funny. You're laughing. Mr. Planet Profit is laughing. Lori Brenner, hello. I got to meet you this weekend. That was great. You and your hubby. You guys are so cool. You guys are so chill. And your son too, I got to meet. And you were in quite the costume on Saturday, I think it was, or Friday. It was Lori. Justin says there's only like 30 available for each of first appearance Spider-Man variant. Really? Take a look. Let's go to my full sets, or just the sets in general. I don't have the full set of Spider-Man anymore. Oh, I wish I did. Let's take a look at the Mighties. That Spider-Man. Well, there's 64 of those. Only 22. Only $22, and there's only 64 of them. That's really interesting. Okay, we'll move on to some others, like let's say Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. The Zombie Hunter Ultra Rare Spidey. Yeah, there's only 38 of them. 118. Yeah, that's a fairly thin floor. What about the common? The common, there's 83, and he's at $20. That's so cheap. So cheap. The list price was 50. So the Ben Riley, I really should get an uncommon. I have the ultra rare Ben Riley. The uncommon is $64. That's not bad. But that Ben Riley though, there's 27 of him, and he's at 1,000. Um, hmm But there's 27 of those. That's a good point. I'm gonna go to the actual Peter Parker Spider-Man, and we'll take a look at him. Let's start with the common. 75 of him at 119. The rare, there's 57 of him at 184. 184. The uncommon is 1,600. I'm sorry, there's 71 of him, and he's 90. The ultra rare, let's take a look. See, 34 of him, 12 hundo. Interesting. I think that Ben Riley's probably gonna go up a little bit then. And then the secret rare is at $8,800. Damn, that's so cheap. Number 750 by Kenneth KK at 88. It was probably gonna be 89. Yeah, 88.99. It's $8,900. Come on, Kenneth, get the fudge out of here. But if I take a look at the sub 100s, oh wow. Yeah, number 95 for 19.8. That's not bad. 95 for 19.8. That's by far the cheapest. Definitely the cheapest. But yeah, I would just get the floor for the 89 hundo. Sanji says, the queen has arrived. Hi, Lori. Yes, she do be the queen, though. Z says, there are only 3 Con Edition New York posters with 616 in the mint number. Hyper valuable. Yeah, there's even, I forget his name. There's somebody that collects 616 mints also. This Planet Prop says, GOAT! Thank you. Justin says, welcome back, Lori. We missed you. We love the Lori. Lori Brenner is, she's a queen. She's a homie queen. Veve Fam Bam says, yo, I can watch your videos now. Why, hello, Veve Fam Bam. Thanks for coming on. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. So the Gale had tweeted, who still has every Marvel Mighty set, though? Their day in the sun is coming. Honorable mention to the Kryptkins. If you know, you know. I do have all of them, plus the Kryptkins. Oh, that's so cool. When people make those types of things. I do. Talking about it now, live on the. Okay, where am I? Actually, that's something else that I didn't really ask y'all to do, which I'll ask y'all to do right now. Is if everybody can go and they can smash that like button. Okay. That is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon, smashing that thanks button down below, super chats as well. Oh, the Feeshes have an announcement. Brock Watching says, psst. At everyone, there are 3 options this month plus a secret rare. I've decided not to do a vote because it's like a trick or treat. Trick or treating, you won't know what you're gonna get until you check your goodie bags. Like, what's his name? Forrest Gump's box of chocolates. One item is a legendary beast that is feared by many and has even appeared in the lore previously. And then another is something that gets a bit chompy and may strike fear in some caught below the deep. Maybe a shark. Baby shark. All right. The final normal item is something that has a bit of magic inside of it. Maybe a staff, maybe. But I tread with caution. Who knows what they may reveal? The secret rare is from space. Okay, bye. Straight fire. I'm not 100% sure what he means by this, but I'm all in. I'm 100% in. And then, oh, wait, when is the? Okay, November. Okay, that's cool beans. Cool beans. Will book flight. Oh God. After the first. Had to pay more taxes. Dude, this tax bill really be hecking me up. Okay, cool beans. I'll try to head on there. Yep. Moving on here. Sanjay says Lori is too cool for Justin. Sanjay says hi Vivi Fan Bam. Justin says Queen Bee, Queen Bee. Bill Monfros, what's up, Randy? Yeah, what's up, Bill Monfros? Vivi Fan Bam saying hi to Sanjay. Justin says getting grub while listening. Let's get this alpha. I'm not 100% sure if it's really. I guess the whale stuff was alpha. I guess that was some really big alpha that I did drop. Yeah. Sanjay says it better be Taco Bell, Justin. Oh, I haven't had that in a while. I really need to start dieting. I feel like a fat piece of poop, like poop on toast. Mr. Monfros says never eat shredded wheat. Bill Marvel says Illazilla about to make waves. Set holders about to get rewarded. TNES is an awesome person, very active in the Discord. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, I really want to get that. When Omi moons, I'm gonna have a hard time not buying everything because I'm gonna want to buy everything. Corey S has just checked in. What up, Corey? How you doing, fam? Joe says I've had Chick-fil-A like every day in the last week. Oh, talk dirty to me. You can't. Oh no, you couldn't get it yesterday. They closed on Sunday. You can get it today though. Ryan Webb says, Randy, do you know if David and Dan will be at DesignerCon the first day, Friday? Well, yeah, they'll be in California. I know David will at least be in California. I think they'll be there like all week, because they had also I'm gonna get Michael Adler on the podcast as well. Ooh, not bad. Only an additional 1875. Ooh. Was a ton earlier this year though. All right, moving on. Oh, whoa, we got a big super chat from Ernie Malaz says, "You look tired, bro." Is that a polite way of saying I'm looking exceptionally ugly tonight? Because that is fair. That is 100% fair. But thank you for that. I was telling our good friend Juan, because Juan's gonna try to go to DCon as well. So are we gonna get there on Wednesday? Well, I'm gonna get to look there on Wednesday because if our lunch is on Thursday, then guess you can get there early on Thursday morning and then check in the hotel or have the hotel hold your bags. But that's good. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I think I'm still recovering from the weekend also, so that might be the bags under the eyes. I looked at myself in the mirror before and I was like, ooh, big oof. But I will attribute that to this weekend, and also, the 5 o'clock shadow doesn't really. You ever see Mrs. Doubtfire? Juan has never seen Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, you'll be in Wednesday p.m. Good, 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 good times. Yeah, and Mrs. Doubtfire, where I think his brother's like, oh, you got 5 o'clock shadow at 10 in the morning. Um, but good, glad to be there Wednesday night. We'll have a nightcap together. Now where was I beforehand? Before I was just like hit with some unexpected heat. Say you look tired. We've got Miss Pine Prop says, nice, Justin. So yeah, Ryan Webb. I think the team will actually be there all week because I asked David about the days. I said, hey, what day do we want to have the lunch? And so we could do it like, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Why do you think I'm getting there a week early? I ain't about that life. So I said, let's do it Thursday. And he said, okay, cool. So I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to try to get there on Wednesday. I'm definitely going to get there on Wednesday. I just haven't booked the flight yet. Miss Ponderfrow says, nice, Justin. Justin says, Chick-fil-A. Pruski says, Randy. Sanjay says, do I come to Anaheim Decon with Wet Wizard? Yes, you do. Of course you do. We got a party. I think, Sanjay, you and Wet Wizard wanted a double date with me and Foster. Y'all know he's married, right? Like, y'all know he's like got a wife and like a kid. But yeah, totally go with him. It's a really fun time, and there's a lot of people. Just as Chick-fil-A. Vivi Fan Bam, so you're going to get Dashing from Canada? Oh yeah, that's true. Eva's got to go back into that store and get me the details on that. I think it was a mountain lion with some fangs. Like, it had really big canines, or really big incisors. They were like, but like really more pronounced, almost like veneers. I want to get veneers when Omi moons. Y'all don't know this, but there's this. I was was boxing, and it was like this stupid backyard boxing I was getting like $50 for, and my mouthpiece fell out like the last 10 seconds, and I was like, okay, heck it, I'll get it afterwards. And I got and got hit, and the tooth went that way. So when Omi moons, I'm gonna get veneers. I'm gonna look like 10% better looking after like three 3 years. The fan says, Sandra, are you in Tucson? I don't know where he's at. Justin says she said come to Miami Con. Corey says, is Viviversity going back to the Dashi store this week? I hope so. I hope so. I gotta ask her. She'll be on the podcast on Sunday, so I'll ask her then. Vivi Fan Bam's laughing. Justin says no, not going to Miami. You guys are great. Pooski says, I'm super torn between collectibles that are way under drop price and the B to C tier comics, all hanging around $7 to $10 range. Also, the single item sets, such a good place to be in when it moons. Agreed, but if I don't know the details. None of us know the details yet about the burning. Like, hey, burn 50 of these to get a super awesome, like 1 of 20 or something. If that happens, like, how many people are stacking, are getting like Squirrel Girl and Jeff the Land Shark for like, $2 each? Like if you're getting something for like, let's take a look at some of these cheapest comics. Go into the market, go into the comics. Let's find what is something that people don't really care about. Let's say Nova #1. This is literally $2 a comic. So it will cost you, let's say, all right, $21 for the first 10, and then $22 for 20. So 22 is 40. Actually, let's just do this first. Then 24, so 22, 41, 24. That's about 67 plus another 24, 81 plus, let's say, 25. Let's go crazy. So you're looking at, let's say 106, right? You buy you pay $106 for 50 of these Novas, right? And then let's say, you have to burn 50 collectibles to get a 1 of 20 or 1 of whatever. Do you know how fast all of these are going to heckin' rise when it's going to cost just $100 to get a super mega ultra rare, whatever it's called? That is the, and so not only is Veve going to get everything on the secondary, and so will Marvel, but this is not just for them. They're going to get stuff on the secondary, then it's going to burn, the prices are going to rise. This is going to be an absolute gold rush for the cheapest stuff. Why? Because the cheapest stuff, if you get a lot of it, it's going to be able to allow you to burn. Again, I don't know the numbers. It could be burning 200. It could be different levels too. Let's say like you burn 50 of something for a 1 of 20, and then you burn 100 of something for a 1 of 50. Then let's say you burn 200 of something for like a 1 of 10. That's ridiculous. And maybe it doesn't have to be that. It could be like, I'm going to burn 100 comics and I'm going to burn 100 collectibles or something like that. I have 198 alligator Lokis. If they say you have to burn 200 of something for like a 1 of 5 or 1 of 7, I'll just buy 2 more Lokis and then burn all of them. Like that's, oh god, that's ridiculous. And they could have different ones for comics. It could have a certain number, and for collectibles, because collectibles, obviously the floors, I think the cheapest is like $8 for I think $8 for one of the Kripkins, or $8 for the stamp. Actually, the cheapest set I think is the stamp. The baseball stamp is like $8, I think. There could be something else though. Moving on. Veve fan, but actually, Pooski, I'm going to take a picture of that because that could be its own video. Going. Thank you. Veve fan members, I think Batcals will continue with more utility. The movie is just the beginning, and they're giving us airdrops already too. That's true. The Batcal utility, actually, I think that's the most utility I've ever seen for one NFT, which is really good. Ooh, Veve Darkling quoted my tweet saying, "Get over to YouTube." Yeah, Veve Darkling, get over to that YouTube. I'm gonna retweet your retweet of my tweet. We got another super chat coming in from Aldous Havley. The future's looking so bright. Yo, girl, that future be looking so bright that. Hang on. I'm gonna need glasses. Ooh, yeah. Um, Thank you, Alice Hadley. It was such a pleasure meeting you again this week. Um, you and I'll see you again for whiskey night. Aldous Havley was nice enough to get me a ticket to this thing called like Whiskey in New York City or something. It's in November. It's going to be after my 69-hour stream, thank God. And it's going to be great. I can't wait. Super excited for that. Apparently, what they have there, I've never really gone to one, but what they do is you get these little teeny tiny like medicine cups of whiskey, and you take a sip of it and you throw the rest out. Like you just get a little sip and then you spit the rest out. And I never heard of such a thing because in my house we don't waste alcohol. But apparently, if you took like even a quarter of a shot of each of them, there's like 100 of these stations, and people will die if they drink the whole thing. So that I understand, but it's just so foreign to me. We got Eddie Brown says, "How many Omi is to be a whale?" I mean, if you have 10 million Omi, you're probably a whale to someone that only has 200,000 Omi. But if you have 10 million Omi, you might feel like a shrimp if somebody has 50 million Omi. Um, I feel like that whale dinner the other night. I felt like the smallest whale. I felt like a sperm of the sperm whale. I felt like a not a. I just felt like not a big player at that whale dinner. And then at the dinner the other night as well. That it's been wild. Um, that's fine. That's you'll be able to pay it all off next year. Yeah. We're 100% right. I got a buddy of mine that's kind of a similar boat to me that she had to pay a little more taxes. I know we are. We talk later after my stream because she's not feeling so hot. All right, moving on. Alex Lopez says, "Hey, sorry if you touched up on this already. Any updates or progress on the Omi lockup and rewards?" So I'm going to piece it all together because Reese had said a couple things on this stream, a couple things on this space, a couple things over here. He will actually be going on Eva's stream, on Veveversity stream on... the tentative date is the 15th of November. That is subject to change, but that's... and then he'll be on my 69-hour stream as well. But a lot of things that he said so far is there are 5 tiers. It goes, I think it's $2,500 worth of Omi to lock up, $5,000 worth of Omi to lock up, $10,000 worth of Omi to lock up, $20,000 of Omi worth to lock up, and then $40,000. It doubles each time, 25 to 5K to 10 to 20 to 40. Obviously, the benefits will get higher and higher with each one. One of the other things he said that there's going to be 3 levels of cards that you'll get, or tickets that you'll be able to burn, that you'll be able to use. It's going to be, I think, bronze, silver, and gold. The silver and gold ones are going to, I'm assuming they're going to be the top tiers of staking. And the bronze ones anyone can get. I don't even know if you have to be staking in order to buy those bronze tickets. I think anyone's going to be able to get those. So what you're going to be able to do with the bronze tickets is, well, and I don't know the details of this yet. Let's say 50% of every single collectible drop that comes out is going to be given to people waiting in the queue, right? We're waiting, and you say, "Hey, I'm waiting in the queue." And you'll be randomly gifted, or you'll randomly get something, and then you can pay for whatever the drop is. But 25%, and again, I don't know if these are the exact numbers, but 25% will be people who bet MCP points, and 25% of people will be for people who bet these tickets that you could buy Omi for. You could buy you could use your Omi to buy them. And how you're going to be able to do that is, or maybe you could use gems as well. If you have crypto to gem, might be able to use gems. Anyway, what you do is you're going to have, let's say, a collectible that's going to be $100, but it's probably going to retail at $400 or $500. You can buy 100 of those brown tickets. Let's say it's the bronze tickets, whatever. Let's say it's $100 or let's say it's $1 worth of OMI per ticket. Okay, well, somebody's gonna spend $100 worth of OMI to get that to get 100 tickets, and let's say they're in the top 25%, and they go in 25% of them. Let's say the cutoff is 78 tickets. So everyone who bids 78 tickets and above, they all get that. So their OMI that they wagered, or the tickets that they wagered, get burned, and then what's going to happen is that you get that guaranteed collectible. You still have to pay for it, but $100 for the collectible and $100 worth of OMI. So you spend $200, and if it retails at $400 or $500, you just made a fudge ton of money. So he'll explain it a lot more eloquently than I will. As Ernie said, I look very tired. And that's just one of the things. The gold and silver tickets, he didn't exactly say what it was. He just said that they'll be like the top tier tickets. I think Kay said that. I think Kay might have. It was on a Spaces that wasn't recorded, but Kay like heard what he said. So yeah, that'll be part of it. Some of the other parts of it will be stuff having to do with Veveverse. I don't know if that thing. So Al Khan was talking this weekend about stuff, and other people were talking. Like you have it for Epico Regal, you have it for Feesh, you have it for a bunch of those mini games that people have. Those are not going to be the only games. We'll have other games. It's going to be insane. I don't have enough OMI. I'm so pumped. Moving on. Veve Fan Bam says, but I'm not saying you should talk about bat cows. You do whatever you want and screw others who want you to do anything different. Well, I like to cover everything in the space, because the space is, that's how you grow the hobby. You cover everything. And let's say if there's, I think the Gale covers it, and I don't know how many other people cover bat cows, but if, the Gale can only put out so much content, as one person. And if they say, oh, Randy Chavez actually covers bat cows every now and then, and I give my piece, I literally take that soundbite saying, yeah, I think there's no other NFT that has received as much utility as the bat cows. Maybe the VV logo might, because that's continuous utility 4 times a year from the company, not including what the community is going to do with it. And then suddenly they say, oh, Chavez is bullish on bat cows. He really likes bat cows. I'm going to subscribe to him and listen to him. And then, let's say from then he's like, oh, he talks about Earth 2 a lot, talks about utility a lot, talks about Veve and OMI a lot. Maybe I should check these out. Oh, what's a Feesh? Just go in the hobby with really good projects. That's the best thing for it. Super chat going from Aldous Havley says, is this Veve X Target a done deal? Have you got any info? I'm late to the party. 100% okay. I'm here for as long as y'all keep super chatting, or as long as comments keep going. The Target thing is not, in my opinion, it is not a done deal. I'll tell you why. There was a guy named Jack Willson on Facebook that he had posted, and he said, did Veve mention partnering with Target? So he's sharing his LinkedIn messages here. And Sharon Weissman, the woman that wrote the article suggesting that we have a partnership with Target, said, not directly, but Veve has an agreement with Marvel, Marvel Studios has an exclusive agreement with Target, period. So I think she just said that, Marvel has, or Veve has a partnership with Marvel, Marvel has a partnership with Target, ergo Veve has a partnership with Target. I don't know if she had maybe slipped up and said something that she shouldn't have, or she just talked something that she had a little bit, anyone ever hear that thing, a little bit of knowledge is very dangerous. But until Veve comes out and says it, I don't think it's real. Now that's not to say that Veve probably hasn't had offers. Veve's probably had plenty of offers from Walmart, Target, 7-Eleven, anywhere that would want to retail some of Veve's stuff. Again, why did Quid try to go and target Veve influencers or Veve YouTubers to go and make videos about Quid? Because they know the size and impact of their audience. They know the giant titan of an audience that has deep pockets. again, so what do you have? You have people between the ages of 25 and 44, mostly that view me. In my analytics, it'll show most of the people that watch me are between 25 and 44, and they're mostly male. Who happens to make the most money? Generally, males in their 40s. Like how many trillions? What is there? 1/7 of the world's net worth is held by mostly boomers in the U.S. Let me say that again. About 1/7 of the world's wealth is held by boomers, a lot of which are in the U.S. That's the 1%. What type of wealth transfer do you think is going to happen over the next 10 years to Gen X and to millennials? And what are we spending it on? So I know I've really gotten off topic here, but I even forget what the question was. Oh yeah, so I'd imagine that every single business company that has an ear on what NFTs are doing, they know of Veve, and if you can't buy them, join them. Do become a partner with them and try to do something with them. That's why Quid was doing what they can with Veve, trying to target the Veve YouTubers. Let it be noted that I never did a video. Let it be noted that I do not. Have you seen their NFTs? Have you seen that product? And I know I'm saying that off of the heels of me saying we should be, supportive of everyone in the space. Should be supportive of all the good projects. If you like Quid and you just like looking at the stickers and it just looks cool and you like the art, by all means, go for it. I do not see that as a viable investment at all. But if you like the art, that's fine. That's fair. I'd imagine Veve got approached by every single retailer and probably a bunch of wholesalers as well to try to get some of their business. But until Veve goes and says that, hey, we're announcing a partnership, I'll view it as it's not official or it hasn't happened yet, or they don't want us to know for whatever reason. They want let them announce things on their own timeline. Is it fun to speculate and pick up hints here and there? Absolutely, I do it all the time. But I can't sit here and say like, yo, partnership imminent. There probably is multiple partnerships coming out that they're going to announce over the next couple months, year and a half, whatever. But this may or may not be one of them. So that's my kind of long-winded answer to you. Now, where was I? Z says, I'll take a Mustang SUV or Lightning over a Tesla all day. So Z is... So one of my dream cars, actually probably one of my biggest dream cars, is a 67 Chevy Impala. That's a sexy car. You cannot tell me that isn't just one of the best cars that you can get. Because it's just cool. It might get like 8 miles to a gallon, but man, is it a cool car. Man, is that just a beast. Man, is that a tank. I think there are other cars that are like cooler. What was that car in Gran Torino? I know it was a Gran Torino, but what that's a cool one. I don't know what year that was. I played Midnight Club. I played Need for Speed. I like cars. There are other cars that look cooler, but Tesla though, the safest cars on the road. They're gonna drive for you, man. Like they're gonna drive for you. You can go out and use your Tesla. You'll be able to use your Tesla as long as you have full self-driving as a ride-sharing network, and it's going to make you money. It'll make you a low salary each year, $30,000, let's say. Dude, you don't know. But yeah, I like other cars, that look cooler. Teslas are fine, but some cars just, especially older cars, they have style, man. They got style. Sanjay says, Veve Fanbam, no, I'm in Seattle. Okay. Omi Child says, Bat Cows, worth it? If you got one for $300, yes, it was 100% worth it. Now the retail price is a little higher than that. It's at like $420. Comment $420, please, down below. But yeah, you get airdrops. You can sell the airdrops. Like I said, people like myself, got invited to this Black Adam world premiere tonight, or not tonight, on Wednesday night. So I'll be going to that. That'll be fun. And again, it wasn't even me. It was my cousin, Steph Celentano. Shout out to her. She's always in spaces. She's always just awesome. Love her. Veveversity, what's going on? We're just talking about you. All good things. All good things. Sorry, I'm getting back to your comment a half hour later. saying at Corey, yes. Hopefully they want to sell it. Give me, you gotta give me the details on it, Eva. Sanji says, hi, Eva. Corey S says, nice. At Eva, if we're crowdfunding, I'm down for a donation. Oh, that's great. Oh my God, Eva, I gotta just message you. Be like, how much for the thing? How much for how much for for the statue? The people want to know. Moving on. Z says availability doesn't mean anything with Veve taking listings off after 30 days. I wouldn't say that it doesn't mean anything. I would say that, well, no, it still definitely does mean stuff, because it doesn't matter if they take something off after 30 days. It's that supply and demand. If there's only, let's say, Donnies, there are 5 Donnies out there, and probably not even, because some are just there for show, see what high of a price. And also sub 100s. When you have no sub 100s for a good 5 to 10 collectibles of the season 1, I'm saying this for months. I think listings definitely do mean something, and it's also nice to see. Oh, hey, I have more items than what's listed. I have that for the ultra rare and common Lokis. It's great. Joseph says, I was going off memory from yesterday. Nice. Z's Uncommon Spidey is the best one. Uncommon's cool. I like them all, to be honest. Robert Senna says, hello. U+1 F44B. I'm not sure what that means. Viversity saying hi to Sanjay. Says, Corey, yes, is a good idea. I'll let you guys know if I can buy it. Be advised, Eva, that's probably going to be really expensive. The Fan Bam says at Sanji, okay, then you can't go with Wet Wizard. Oh, that's true. I mean, you can still meet him there. You can still meet him at the party. Ernie Milas, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. You are always like an angel in my corner, saying you look tired, bro. Thank you so much. I met Ernie's wife, Ernie's whole family a couple months back, I think in April or May, and she's like, Ernie watches you all the time while we're getting ready for bed. So that I've had so many spouses say that. That always means a lot. Yeah. Sandra says I would meet him in Anaheim. Says me and Wet Wizard are childhood friends. Yeah, y'all are awesome. Bam Bam says yes you can. You will be meeting so many of us. Yeah. Mr. Planet Prophet, give me that thumbs up. Bam Bam says that's cool. You must go to Decon then. Sandra says I can't go to Anaheim. I'm working. Sandra says I'm trying to convince the wifey. Bring her with you. All Jess says we working. Sandra's laughing. Yep, Ernie will be there Wednesday in the PM. All right, actually let me put that on calendar. Ernie arrives. Coolio. Thanks for watching. Okay. All right, Ernie arrives on the 16th. Okay. Just kind of trying to keep track of where everybody do be saying and all that jazz. Sanji says, when will Randy follow my Twitter? The world may never know. You can only play this card once. So, hang on. Ooh. Can watch the stream and not be in the stream. Yes. I'm about come and watch the stream. If so, be awake when your stream is over. Gonna see if I can see it being on video. Yep. Yay. So I have to go to the... I'm surprised that my mind went back to this. All right, Sanji. You ask, and you shall receive. The follow back. But that's a one-time thing. Nobody else can ask that for the rest of their lives. Or my life. Or, it doesn't really matter. Bam Bam says, I ain't going to Miami, but I will be going to Anaheim. I won't be working. Yeah, good times. Sanji says, ha. Sanji says, I can outdrink the Wet Wizard. I mean, veterans can drink a lot. Me and you do, Sanji. Where are you going for veterans? Where's your favorite place to go for Veterans Day? Because Veterans Day, I've got plans. I've got big plans. I'm going to eat everything. Fam says, I don't know people who can outdrink Wet Wizard. Apparently, Sanji can. Says, hold my beer, chugs tequila. You're going to chug the rest of that. Dude, you guys, when Sanji and Wet Wizard came to... Me and Fan Bam were having a nice dinner, and we had like I think 2 drinks of peanut butter whiskey, And we had some food, and they get there, they get two double shots of peanut butter whiskey, and then they get two beers, and they get more out. Like they drove us hard. Me and Fam Bam on Friday were dragging. We were like, we had to get food in us. We were so hungover. Oh, my hip. Sanjay and Fam Bam are laughing. Sanjay says, Fam Bam, you better be following my Twitter or you are in trouble, girl. Planet Profit, give me those thumbs up. All Jack Gaming likes Elon, straight fire, agreed. Cosmo says, do you hold any stocks? If yes, tell us. So, no, because I had a bunch of stocks. Well, I'll start with the ones that I had the smaller things on. I had a lot of Square. I had a little bit of PayPal, but I sold PayPal for more Square because there were a lot more growth for Square. Square had more user growth. Square had, Bitcoin. Square had a bunch of other things before PayPal had it. So I still am. Cash App grew a lot more than Venmo. Square's Cash App was getting a lot more users than PayPal's Venmo, and they allowed you, to trade Bitcoin on there. They allowed fractionalization of stocks, which was great. So you buy parts of it. I liked Fastly over Cloudflare. Fastly had a lot more room to grow as well. I had oh God, what was it? It wasn't Immunocellular Therapeutics. It wasn't CRISPR. It was this is gonna kill me. I forget what it was. Let me go to the CRISPR. No, it was Illumina. Okay, ILMN. So Illumina. Oh, it's not bad. It's a 203. I don't know if they did a over the. That actually was at 495 at one point, but so I had Illumina because CRISPR is the company that you can go to if you literally want to change your DNA, especially parents that wanted to, that were expecting. They could change the outcome of their kids. Oh, hey, yeah. So it was your gene editing, and it was great. But why I chose Illumina over CRISPR is because Illumina was literally that's where they store your genetic data. This company, which I would diversify back into when only moons. CRISPR might be able to change your DNA, but Illumina is the company that stores it. They do all the testing, and people are like, oh, I don't want to share my information on Facebook or whatever, or I don't like Picoin because they mine your data. So does every other. All right, so does every other company, but Illumina, they have your genetic data. Do you know how freaking valuable that's going to be worth in the future? Like that alone is reason to invest in that. And then of course I had Tesla. I mean, when I started, I played it safe. I had the SPY and the VOO, and I sold everything for Tesla. That was, again, at the time in 2020 was the most undervalued thing that you could get, and even now, as let's say like Shopify, which Shopify is really good. Down, let's say like 77%. Tesla's down like what, 15%, maybe 20%. They didn't meet Q3 projections, but I think it bounced up a little bit since then. I got another super chat. See what it is. Lori Brenner, what's going on? Thank you so much. Saying can't wait to party with the fam in Anaheim. Sanjay, where's the party gonna be? Oh God, so Sanjay would have a. I'll tell you the story. I don't know if people know this story. It's about David. It's about Sanjay. We're gonna go on to bed for this. Ooh. So, Sanjay has this party. Mr. MC1. Ow. No, it was not Sanjay. It's Sanjay. So Sanjay had this party. It's like invite only rooftop party in New York. He wanted like 75 people there. I think like 100 something showed up. And he says, I'm going to rent out the space, but everyone buys their own food and drink. I was like, yeah, that's more than fair. Thank you for renting out the space. Of course, I didn't pay for a drink that night. Everyone was like, Randy, you can buy a drink. And so I was, lordy, was I toasty. I was literally coming from a dinner. And so we're walking there with Ron English, walking there with whatever. It was great. So when we go there, we get taken out, and then eventually Dan and David come, and Sanjay leaves his card with the bartender. It's like, hey, if anyone, doesn't pay or they forget to pay or whatever, things happen. Just you can charge my card. And she says, "Wow, it's nice of you." Okay, so Sanjay's like he's like talking to people, whatever. He doesn't know that David orders 100 shots. So David gets there, it's like 100 shots for everyone, and the one of like the managers goes over, excuse me, Mr. Sanjay, can you come here a sec? He's like, yeah, 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 what's up? And she's like, your Asian friend just ordered 100 shots for everyone. He's like, what? It was the funniest thing. I think it was. I should have Sanjay on and have him tell that. But that's the 72 people that are here now know that. Yeah. I think David gave him the card though, because that would have been like $2,000, like right there. Um, that was probably my favorite story from New York Comic Con after party 2020. That was that was the best one. So yeah, Lori, I don't know where the party's going to be. There's going to be multiple after parties, but we'll see where it's at. Now, where was I? So yeah, Cosmos, I would diversify back into most of those stocks. Only Child says this guy can. Just says Randy going to be the guy in those the guy she tells you not to worry about memes. If I can if I can get better, if I can really work out and diet, then yes, maybe one day. I'm literally not gonna get it younger. But Bam Bam says, yeah, I thought I was already following you. That reminded me of Caddyshack when Rodney Dangerfield goes into the store and he's like, "Oh, look at this hat. This is a dumb hat. Anybody that buys this hat should get a free bowl of soup." And then he looks at the guy wearing the hat. He's like, "Oh, it looks good on you, though." Like, I don't know why you're just your eye emojis reminded me of that. As for NJ1 says, yeah, I was totally following you too. You fan bams laughing. Final Prophet says, could be next year. Comic Burns. Oh, great. Omar says, hey Randy, big love to you. Love to you too, friendo. Great seeing you this weekend. Hanging out again. Getting you on the podcast. Sanji says, I have 200 common alligator Lokis to donate to Randy, but transfers are disabled. Oh, well, I'm sure. Alice says, the future's looking bright. It do be looking bright. Thank you for the super chat. Aldous, you're the best. Scott Walden says, haven't heard anything about the different variants for comics and metadata. Have you? Not yet. I don't think. I don't know. Well, like, what exactly would be like your question about the different variants in the metadata? I just feel like it's a general statement there. Alo, what up, Alo? How you doing? Aldous Havley, thank you for the other super chat saying, is this VVX target a done deal? Have you gotten the info late to the party? Basically, I know I answered that before, but I'll say it again. Basically, not yet. Unless Veve confirms it by themselves, then I wouldn't consider it a done deal yet. Joseph says the alpha has been secured. Like Nasinko says, the market was open today? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even pay attention. What? You're right. The market was what's today? Oh no, hold on. Oh yeah, the market was. Oh, what the fudge? Okay, yeah, market was open today. Wow. Oh well, we outperformed the markets. Yeah. Want to fly in 16. Oh god, what did I leave? Oh god, what did I leave? Oh god, what did I leave? Hold on, let me go to. Are you staying till again? Yeah, let me know when you. Yeah, let me know what date you leave. Oh wait, what? Sanji, you're not. Oh, I thought Sanji was Andy. Oh god, I messed up. Oh god, I fudged up. So Sanji, I actually have zero idea who you are then, because I thought that you were. I could have sworn that you were Andy. I don't know why. Why did I think that you were Andy? This is throwing me for a loop here. This is throwing me for the biggest loop. Also, Stacy, if you're watching, look at your messages. Want to get there the 16th. Okay. I want to get there the 16th. Okay. Not sure when I'm leaving yet. It's already. Okay, I definitely can't. Oh, so we got some fighting words from Wet Wizard. Said that said that Andy can definitely outdrink me though. Figured. That's our tanks. Okay, all right. Moving on, y'all. Where was I? Justin, much love, brother. JKRB says one Pokemon. I mean, there's zero proof that I mean, there was some evidence at some point that we might have had a thing with Pokemon, but the evidence was taken down. I don't think you can find evidence online. Maybe, we have pictures of Alcon wearing his Pokemon jacket, and that's a little bit of a tease. David Yu saying "Gotta catch a Mew" or something, so little teases. I don't know if it's really gonna happen. I would love it to happen. Like, clearly, I would love it to happen, but well, we shall see. Okay, cool beans. Leaving Sunday. All right. 16th. We'll leave that Sunday. We'll leave the 20th. We'll probably leave the 20th. Later. Would like to get there. I'd like to move on the 20th though. On the 20th, sorry, I gotta. Let's see if I can. Person charger connecting my vet. Okay, moving on here. We might have something else. Bought 2 Feesh because of Randy. Oh, yeah. Feesh are great. Feesh are absolutely fantastic. I says, love my Feesh, even the dead ones. Same. Great project. Adam also faces. Can you explain why they keep saying D's like plural? Like, wait, the Feesh? Wait, no, this is different. Can you say why they keep saying D's like plural? Like Piranha 3DD? I don't ever see that movie. That was a great movie. The D, saying D like plural. Can I get an example, Adam Awesome Face? Can you use it in a sentence? Can I get an origin? Oh, excuse me. We had a tweet from Proper Blockchain saying, fun fact, only 30 people have found, oh my god, hiccups, have found the third ending of the haunted house. You gotta find the best ending before it's too late. Ooh, these, Megan! Nick, are you awake? So this guy Adam super chatted me. He's like, can you explain why they keep saying D's like plural?
Like,
and then it's
like D's nuts?
D's nuts! $40.
Just gave me $40.
It's the greatest. Dashi? Yes. Oh, thank you for saying hello to Dashi.
So you gotta get it. So every time someone donates $20, it'll be your voice going like, Dashi, Dashi, Dashi. Like, you know?
I could do something like that. I feel like
you gotta get somebody who knows how to do that stuff.
I feel like it's where like a sound plays.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. I mean, I could do it.
Like whenever somebody donates $20 to go to Dashi.
I mean, I feel like that's not worth it. I feel like you should get more for $20. You know.
Okay, well, I'll make it go up.
Okay.
Like.
I feel.
Like the $5 donation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
maybe.
Hang in there.
I see. She's wearing a shirt that says "Hang in there," like these.
Do you like the light bulb?
Well, I wasn't talking about the light bulb. I was talking about these things that I can only assume is for a sex swing. But
for plants.
Oh, that's really high for plants.
They're hanging plant baskets.
How can sun get on the ceiling?
It can.
Plants need sun, Meg.
I'm just saying that's what it's for. Or you can get one of those hammocks and stuff it with stuffed animals.
Look, I love you guys so much. Good night. Those are my roommates, or my housemates. They are moving on. Thank you for the for that. So moving on here. We got Justin saying, hey, what's up? Thank you for the hugs. Corey says, how did they die? I heard they could. Did they just stop swimming? They swim upside down. Like the Feesh, they just, they're like tits up. How can I say that? Sorry. They're literally like almost dead. They're pretty much dead. Found it. Stand by. Okay. Standing by. Oh, does she want to move it? I was gonna leave Sunday too. Unless you want to stay another day. Moving on. Wax Visions, LOL. Alice Havley says, they float like dead fish, but there's more to it. Keep checking your tank. Yes, Aldous Havley gets it. He gets it. He gets, oh god, he gets a ton of it. JL says, pick the Daredevil first appearance and the Invisible Woman secret rare recently. Oh, nice. I think I have the whole Invisible Woman set. Actually, I was showing some non-believers this last weekend, and I just happened to pick the Invisible Woman because she's cool. And I was showing a couple of women, and I figured what better way than to show them a super powerful woman like Sue Storm, and they liked it. So yeah. Corey says, thanks, Aldous. X Idol says 420 please. The famous says, wait, Sanji is the other person? No, I don't think. No, they're two different people. I don't want to say his real name. Never mind. Lori Brenner, thank you for the super chat, saying, can't wait to party with the fam in Anaheim. I don't know where Sanji is going to have the party. I feel bad having him have the... was gonna leave late, but might... David, you made an Instagram post saying, spent some time with the legendary Frank Miller, creator of Elektra character, during New York Comic-Con. Oh, they look like dashing young lads. And, perfect. So, there was somebody that I met in, oh god, what was it? There was somebody that I met in San Diego Comic-Con called Beauty with Brains, and she is quite possibly one of the best Elektras that I've ever seen. Looks just like her. There's even people that were just like, oh my god, can I take your picture with my Elektra that they have? That was great. She is a little tall to be Elektra. Coolio, Sunday works then. Moving on. Thaddeus says, no, it wasn't me. I think I yeah, definitely misspoke. Corey says, so jealous. Can't wait to get to Anaheim 2023. That's your year. Okay. Get that, Corey. I don't know how much Omi you have, but Omi will definitely have risen a significant amount by that time. Veve fandoms, okay, well, any friend of Wet Wizard is a friend of mine. We'll have lots of drinks. My liver's already not liking this idea. Sanji says, yes, rum is my fave. Basically, Jack Sparrow. This is a tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Pirates away. Sorry. The Seven Seas. Bam Bam says, I'm sorry, Corey. If you can't make it, we'll be ready for you in 2023. Maybe Arcade. Street Fire. YouTube 671 says, 100 shots. Wish I was there. Yeah. It was wild. Christmas, his rooftop party was fire. Such a good night. See everyone at Decon. Corey says, I know Veve Fam Bam. Looking forward to meeting you and the rest of the Veve fam. Corey says, I just love building these connections because Veve, you guys are all amazing. Aw, thanks, fam. Rob Stone says, all the big hitters were at New York Comic Con. Bummed I missed it. Sounded like a good time, dude. It was great. So much love. Oh, God, so much love. Sanji's laughing. Says, he thought I was Andy. I thought you were Andy. You hear that? Yeah, he texted me. He's like, that's not Andy. Sanji's dead. Bam Bam says, I don't know why you thought it was Andy, but I was all excited. I don't know why I thought that either. I think someone's playing a trick on me. I thought it was. Bam Bam says, still excited though, because I made a new friend anyway. It's true. Corey says, the answer on Andy confusion shots. Pretty much. And Adam Awesome Face with the super chat saying, can you explain why they keep saying D's like plural? I was like, what? And then he super chats, D's nuts. Got him. Oh god. Okay, I got Snapchat that. That's too good. That's too great. Okay. Yeah. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I miss you so. My. Oh, that is hysterical. That is good. That is a good one. All right, go into my story. You know. I don't like it. Add it to story. Moving on, right, Cal. Sanji's dead. Fam Bam's laughing. Matt Smith says, "Hey, just joined. What's the Target deal going on?" It's pretty much nothing. Right now, it's a nothing burger. I'm going to imagine that we're going to have partnerships with a bunch of retailers in the future. But right now, there's nothing confirmed. Nothing confirmed yet. Roby1 Kenobi, what's going on? Thank you for the. I love it when you comment. The biggest bro says Anaheim meetups shall be epic. Oh, you have no idea. Anaheim meetups are going to be off the hook. Oh god, excuse me. And that looks like we are at the end of our road. So thank you everyone for being here on this evening. And I will continue to go and Jesus. Kid's insane. I will continue what the fudge to be dude. So Sleeping Comics is like my hero. I love him. I will continue to be here for as long as you need me. I am the real Randy Chavez. Over and out. I will see you guys tomorrow at some point. I think I have what do I have? I got something. Okay. Do I have someone coming on the podcast tomorrow? I do not. But we shall see. I love you guys. I got a bunch of phone calls to make, a bunch of messages to get back to. I love you. Meow, meow, meow. I would say bye-bye to Dashy. Bye-bye to Dashy. Thank you all for the super chats. I love you. Bye, Sanji. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, meow.